What's up, guys? This is a video regarding how to reset your airship abilities and enhancements. So I'm going to show it to you on my farm account. Later on, I'll show it to you on the main account as well. So this is my airship. So if you click on the info, you will see every time you upgrade your airship, it reduces the airship component usage by 0.5%, which is, you see over here, my airship dock is 21, and it uses 10.5% lesser components. So it's advisable that if you upgrade your airship dock from 21 to 22, or 22 and 23, so forth and so on, you reset your ability so you could get that 0.5 percentage of components reduction, and then use those components for something useful. So where can you buy the airship component, or airship abilities reset? One is your Alliance store. Here you will get airship abilities reset. So I'm going to buy one of these now, and it's like about 100k donation points, so not much. The other place that you can buy is the Spirit Mines over here. So if you go to your Spirit Mines and click on Steam, you will see the mining loot, which has airship abilities reset, which is this, which is about 111,000 crystals. This part, or this will reset all the abilities. There is the green part, which is airship ability reset, which is just going to reset one part, which is a bit cheaper, which is like 20,000, 22k. So you can buy any of these and use it. So let's go back and let's start with the most important part. So airship abilities, here I click on airship abilities, and then I'm going to click reset all abilities, right? So you can see here everything went to 1, right? Everything has gone to 1, level 1. So what's important and what's not important, I'll show it to you over here. Click on assign abilities. Now most importantly, these airship parts that you have gets activated with certain levels. If you see over here, it says available once airship ability reaches level 5, level 10, and if it's a purple, it has to be a minimum level 20, which is over here. Available, the distance defense, it's available only once your airship ability reaches level 20. So it's advisable that you have as many as possible abilities to airship ability 20, to make sure that all three are available. So that's the most important part. The most important part is your distance, this guy, which is distance devastation 2. This is distance versus infantry damage, and there is distance versus cavalry damage, which is, I think, let's check. Yeah, this. So let's start with distance versus cavalry damage. I'm going to click on upgrade, and you can see the power level rising by default from level 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to max this out for now, right? So the max, my airship level is at 42, so the max I can go is 15. Beyond this I will need to go to airship level 44 and then have some components, right? So distance devastation 3 is the first priority. Then distance devastation 2, which is distance versus infantry damage, is your second priority. Why? Because the distance troops do more damage than any other troop tiers, either cavalry or infantry or artillery, right? So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade distance devastation 2. Okay, so this guy is maxed out to its level, which is airship 42. So I need to go to airship 43 if I need to upgrade further, right? So I've got it to 18. So next, what is the most important part? Next, my cavalry. So my cavalry deals quite a bit of damage when compared to distance. So let me get him up. So first, cavalry versus distance damage. So I'm going to upgrade this guy first, cavalry cannons 3. If you see on top, it shows cavalry cannons 3. So I'm going to upgrade this guy first. Okay, so yeah, 15 is the max that he can go for now. And then cavalry versus infantry damage. So this is my cavalry versus infantry damage, which I'm upgrading, cavalry cannons 1. Okay, I don't have much. I can go further. My airship level is okay, but I don't have much components, so I'll have to wait. After these two, the next priority is a battlefield treatment. So why battlefield treatment? You will get to know when I show you my main castle airship, which is a level 53. The reason why it is more important. And if left over, I have few components left, so I have about 8,000 components left, so I'm putting it on my March cap, which is going to just improve my March cap. All right, so for now, this is the amount of components that I have, and then I have just maxed it out for my what we call uh, air chicken. Like, it's a 42 level airship, not huge thing. You have to go to 46 until unless you can assign all the abilities to your airship, which is over here. You see over here, level 45. That's when this gets unlocked. Ability unlocked at airship level 45, which is very important. That's why you need to get to airship level 45. Okay, so let's get back on assigning the abilities. So here on the guardian side, the first important part is, since your distance does more damage, I want to reduce the damage caused by my enemies distance troops to my infantry. So which is the one? The one is over here, which says infantry cover 1. So I'm going to upgrade this guy first. Okay, so I'm upgrading him. So this guy is able to go all the way to level 15, 17, 18, 19, and I don't have sufficient parts or components, so I'm going to stop here. And then after this, I'm going to go ahead and assign this to infantry cover 2, which is infantry versus cavalry damage reduction. So it reduces the damage caused to my infantry by the enemy cavalry. Alright, so I'm going to just upgrade this guy for now. So I can only go up to 14. I don't have sufficient components, so I'll leave it over here. Then if anything is left in the guardian components, my first priority will be the trap attack. Why? Because I build a lot of traps, so I need the trap attack to be effective, so I will put it on fire trap, my guardian components, and then on my trap health, because I don't want to keep losing a lot of traps rebuilding them. So then I put it on smoke screen. So you have fire trap and then smoke screen, and then if anything is remaining, that's when I go ahead about assigning it to these guys, which is the resource raider, which helps to gather resources and stuff for the farm type. All right, so that's the one. And then the troop load, which is more important, because when you assign this ability to troop load, you will end up getting more resources that can be carried by your airship and the troop that you send along with your airship. So now this is done, let's go to something more important, which is the enhancement enhancement of abilities. So you have these guys over here, all right? So you will need gears 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first priority for me is distance again over here. So distance devastation 3, I want to increase this. So I will first put as much as airship gears as possible, because if you enhance them you will get up to 42%, which you will see when I show you my main account airship. So that's more important. And then the same order that you follow in order to put your gears as well. Alright, so assault and guardian. So the most important part over here is whenever you go to war, alright, you put this guy on the hostile mode, which is this, right? Only when you gather you change the mode to evolved. So this will give you a 25% gathering speed for all resources, irrespective silver, iron, wood or food. And this guy here, when you go to 42, he's going to give you a max of 12.5% on your troop attack, defense and health. If you see here, it says very clearly that increases the attack, defense and health of all troops with your airship 12 up to 12.5%. When you go to 51, it will be 15%, and when you go to 61, 17.5%. So now you can understand why the airship is a most cost effective way of increasing those stats, right? So now this is done. I'm going to just go to my main account and I will show you how the airship is set up. So give me a minute. So yeah, this is my main account and I'll show you the airship setup for my main account. So this is my airship. It's not huge. The max airship can go is up to 70. All right. So this airship is a level 53. So now remember when I told you that your airship is the best way to improve your stats. So why? This is the reason. If you see this guy over here, this is my infantry cover 1. So this guy, when I move him all the way up to 26, I'm going to get 62% of reduction of damage, distance damage reduction from my enemy troops, and I'm going to get a 50% health of infantry. So you see here it's 26. At 26 level it is giving me a 50% infantry health. So this is what is we call a dual stats. For that you need to be a minimum of 21. Your airship ability needs to be a minimum of 21. So here you see infantry cover 2. It gives me infantry versus cavalry damage 62%. Up to 21 you will get single, but once you go to 22 the dual stats comes into play. So here you see my battlefield treatment is 10.5%, but I'm also getting a troop health of 5%. So this is the most important part in terms of ensuring that all your airship abilities are 21 and above, right? So if it is 20 or 21, no, you won't get dual stats, but if it is 22, you start getting dual stats like this. So I have an extra 20% attack when I go to 23. When I go to 23 of March of Fury, this guy doesn't give you much. He just gives you a 23%, just the March capacity buff. And then this guy, distance devastation. So if you see here, he's at 24 and he gives me a distance attack of 30% extra, apart from causing more damage to the infantry troops of my enemies when I march on, 62%, right? So this is my attack setup. First is infantry cover 1, then distance devastation 2, then march of fury, then cavalry cannons, battlefield treatment or survivor seeker, and then infantry cover 2, then cavalry cannons 3, and then distance devastation 3. Now remember, once you set the march up, you can remove this guy and assign anything else that you want. Like you want to make more damage, like your enemy has more damage, more infantry, so you put distance devastation 1, which means this guy will deal more damage to the artillery of your enemy. So the distance troops will deal more damage, like about 26% extra, right? But since this guy is not at 9, if you see, my airship part doesn't give me the buff that I need, which is this: available once your airship ability reaches 10, 15 and 20. So you see the green part, the green icons are not active if my ability is 9, but when my ability is 20 or above, I end up getting all the 3 buffs, which is this. All 3 are active, right? So that you need to be mindful of. So make sure that your airship parts are purple or orange, and make sure your airship abilities are about 20. Now, defense. Again, here, I would prefer to have this guy, which is trap attack, and then I would like to have trap health, which is smoke screen, and uh, yeah. But since these guys are not at 20, I cannot assign them. If I assign them, the same thing happens. My airship parts don't give me the additional boost. For beast, now this is very helpful when you do underworld red guards or kill the wolf lord. Like, the wolf lord is available every Fridays, so it's a good way to get some guards and some lord experience if you want to. So this is the beast setup. You see all these guys have beast or the bat icon. So this is the guys that I would prefer to assign the abilities when I'm going to attack the wolf lord, which I have already done today, so I'm not be able to do that again. So I can put it on distance attack and cavalry attack, which is cavalry rage and distance rage, and increase these guys while I'm attacking the wolf lord, right? So this is the part of your airship which helps you when attacking beasts. This is for gathering, and then you have this for defense and this for attack. So make sure that you assign it as much as possible to the war to the hostile titan, like when you attack. So this guy gives me 15% because he's at 53, whereas my farm was at 42 and he used to give me only 12.5%, right? Sorry, 41. So he never used to give me 12.5, he used to give me, yeah, 12.5% is what he used to give, right? So this is the part where you reset and assign abilities as per your requirement. Okay, so hope this video was informative, and hope you can use this as a reference for assigning abilities and improving your airship stats, right? So until next time, see you around.